All right, it's the rundown. Thursday, February 11th. We got a remote rundown with the Pisons. If, as Glenny said, if your last name doesn't end in a vowel, you are not allowed on this rundown. Scabelli, Ferrone, Maduro, Angelo producing. And this rundown is presented by NASCAR. Racing is officially back with the Daytona 500 this Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Watch NASCAR's best drivers battle to be crowned champion in the biggest race of the season. Don't just watch the Daytona 500, though. Ride with Barstool and bet the race with us by heading to the Barstool Sportsbook app. We will have a gambling live stream for Sunday's race, so make sure to tune in and bet responsibly. As always, let's get racing. All right, boys, welcome to the rundown. Remote, a little bit of a... Glenny right now, we have to address, he's sideways for us on Zoom.
You told me to go sideways.
Decide to do in the final edit if he keeps it like this, but it's fun. Where are you off to today, Glenny?
I've just been reviewing burgers all day. I got my guy Jack driving me around. He's my camera guy, so I'm in the passenger seat. So you called me to do the rundown, and I'm like, yeah, I'll do it from the car. We're in Oyster Bay right now. We're going to Bayville to the Bayville Meat Center. Apparently, there's a great burger there.
How was the bagel burger you tweeted?
Yeah, the bagel burger. Everyone
I
wants to know.
Listen, I'll be honest. It could have been better to the place. They did say in the description of the LES burger there was mozzarella and like lettuce, tomato. None of that was there. It was pretty much just mustard and burger. But it still tasted good and it looked nice. Made for a nice picture, did it not?
It did. I was a little annoyed
aesthetically pleasing
when you just gave out the rating. Like you have to throw a spoiler alert on that.
Yeah, I know. What are you gonna do? The picture was so nice. Like that cheese pull, I felt like I had to throw a rating on there. But it did look good and it tasted good. I just wish there was a little more on there, you know.
What was the spot? Was it a bagel spot or was it?
It was called IT Bagel and Pizza, and it looked like just a great place all around. Honestly, apparently they were voted one of the best pizzas on Long Island by like li.com. Good bagels, nice sandwiches. Seemed like a wholesome place. I'm in the North Shore right now, Rone. I'm in the very rich area of Long Island. I'm never over here, so I'm still experiencing it.
How many are you knocking out today?
I've done 7 so far. I'm going for 8 right now.
How many bites does it take to get a review?
Just like 1 or 2. That's how I could do so many in a day. The one I just went to, though, I just went to a super towny bar. It was fucking delightful. It was fantastic. One of the best burgers I've ever had. And a random hole in the wall, like a Cheers bar in the middle of Oyster Bay.
Is it open? Is everything open?
Nassau County, we have a 10 p.m. curfew, but we're like open outside of that pretty much, yeah.
That's sick.
A burger is one food I think is way better at like it's better at a shittier place. I don't want to go to like a high-end restaurant to get a burger. I think at a bar, a tavern, a classic little hole-in-the-wall spot like that, that's where you're really going to find a real...
I'm telling you, though, it is rare that I'm not going to say a shitty bar, but a towny bar like that has a great burger, and they had a fucking fantastic burger.
What are your guys' takes on burgers at steakhouses? Would you ever get a burger at a steakhouse?
I've had so many. They're all so overrated. They are so not worth the price.
If I'm going to a steakhouse, I'm getting a steak. And like I said, to me, that burger's not going to be as good as a burger at some random bar like Lenny just went to.
I think I'm looking at Billy Joel's house right now, by the way.
What?
Show us. Turn the camera around.
I think like that's his house, like down by that water.
I think you might have to go live on the rundown, go drive past Billy Joel's house.
Knock on Billy Joel's door.
Yeah. How do you know where Billy Joel lives? Uh-oh, we're losing Glenny. How do you know where Billy Joel lives, Glenny? Is that public information or do only you know that as a super?
It is public information because if you go on Google Maps, I've heard, it's on the corner of Center Island and you can just see the huge helipad from the street view.
Gotcha.
I could confirm that. I've seen it from a boat view. It's like a fucking massive compound. It's huge.
All right, let's get into the topics. Now that we know Glenny is about to stalk Billy Joel, let's start off with Kevin Hart's personal shopper got busted using Kevin Hart's credit cards to buy over $1 million worth of watches, jewelry, clothes, paintings for himself, and he was just posting all of it on Instagram. You have to think there would have been a better strategy than that. I mean, if Kevin Hart is following you, he's going to be like, hey, dude, I know I'm paying you, but I'm not paying you that much. So overall, just pretty stupid. But I mean, I guess I respect the hustle. You got to kind of figure Kevin Hart just won't realize it.
Dude, this is why I'd be terrible at being rich. Sorry, Glenn. But I think that when you're a rich person, part of the joy is not having to worry about the little stuff. but also you don't want to be dealing with your finances all the time. So you want to give this off to somebody, but you want to trust that person. Otherwise, it seems like it's way too much work for what it's worth to have to fucking look over all your finances, make sure nobody's stealing from you. It takes the fun out of being a rich dude. Billy Joel's not doing that.
But not to mention, too, though, if you're this guy, and Tommy said, I respect the hustle, too, you got to set a cap on this. I mean, Tommy was saying it's in the millions. If you're stealing from a really rich guy, maybe like 20K max a month, then you're golden. You just can't get greedy. But everyone gets greedy. When you got money, you get greedy, I guess.
Yeah, Ron, like you were saying, I would have no idea how to budget my money as a rich guy. I would have no idea, like, how much can I spend per day, per week, and feel comfortable. Like, I feel like I would either be spending very little of it and it'd be a waste to be rich, or I'd go broke in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, you just want to run it up, but I mean, especially at Kevin Hart's level of rich, this guy is banking on Kevin Hart being so rich that he doesn't fucking notice millions of dollars going out. And he is that rich. Like, Kevin Hart is spending a ton of money. He lives a lavish lifestyle, but he also is on a million shows. He's making so much money, he can't even fucking wrangle it. Maybe that's where we should be getting in. We should be getting close to rich people who make so much money that they're easy to steal from.
Do you think Frankie's just stealing from Dave all the time?
Fucking Kevin Bonner's getting out of here. I wonder if he made away with the fucking with the bag.
Running away with millions.
Yeah,
but
get out while you can.
This made me think, how would you guys rank if you were rich? Let's go personal shopper. We'll say doesn't just buy clothes. We'll say a personal shopper can also buy groceries and whatnot. Personal chauffeur to drive you around, and a personal chef to cook in your home. How would you rank those three in terms of what you would want?
Chef.
I think it's very easy. Chef, chauffeur, shopper. I'm not a shopper, but being a chef is probably pretty fucking cool. I mean, you've probably got sweet hours. You only got to cook during lunch, dinner, breakfast, and you get to hang out. You make good food. The guy probably loves you. And I don't know. I don't have style. I'm not a shopper, unless I'm like Jimmy Buffett's personal shopper. What?
That's where he'd come in.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do love driving too, but I feel like a chauffeur, you're driving the guy to like the club. You're not taking a cross-country road trip,
Yeah, you could still drive if you have a chauffeur.
It's nice to have a chauffeur, having just someone waiting on you and you just get in the car whenever. But as males, like, we don't need personal shoppers. And with the fucking internet, like, you just go online and buy what you want. I feel like personal shopping, that's a dying industry.
Yeah, you would have to think so with like Instacart or whatever.
You know who needs a personal? Sorry, Ron.
No, please, Glenn.
No, I was going to say, you know who needs a personal chauffeur? Now that we were saying it's a slow day for topics, Bruce Springsteen. You guys see that crazy? You guys see that crazy story that came out today?
Yeah, you got a drunk driving incident.
Not even a drunk driving incident though. Apparently, did you read the whole article?
No, I just read the headline.
He blew a .02, didn't he?
So apparently he was riding on his motorcycle sober.
.02 is nothing.
Exactly. So apparently he was riding on his motorcycle sober, and then a group of fans asked him to pull over to take pictures. So he pulls over to take pictures with them, and as he's sitting on his bike, the fans give him a shot of tequila. He takes a shot of tequila, and then cops see him in the distance, take the tequila, and drive off. So just had one shot. They instantly pull him over. So that came out last night. Apparently that wasn't confirmed by the cops. And then apparently they said today they pulled him over because, after they pulled him over, they asked him to do like an 18-step straight walk, and he did 45 steps and was like wobbling. So there's coinciding stories coming across. It's a crazy scene. It's an interesting thing to learn about.
Huh. Yeah, I did not know. So was he drunk driving or not?
No one knows. But if it's true that he blew a .02, that's 1/4 of the legal limit. That's nothing.
He's like completely in the clear.
Dude, I thought
blowing a .02.
I thought in Jersey you don't have to submit to a breathalyzer. I thought in Jersey you can refuse a breathalyzer and you're okay. Am I making that up?
I don't know the Jersey laws.
Pulled over at all? Not even for drunk driving, speeding, anything?
I've been pulled over once for speeding in a school zone.
Okay. No,
it was in Florida.
For kids, you monster.
No, it was during the pandemic, so there wasn't even school in session.
Fair.
Why were you speeding in a school zone in Florida during the pandemic, Glenny?
Because I was just vibing, bro. I drove to the beach and drove back. You know what it was, bro? It was when we did a Doug Flutie.
You got a ticket during that trip?
Yeah.
Whose car did you take?
The rental car. See, I don't want to get yelled at.
All right, that's enough.
I don't think anything ever came of this, though. I don't think I ever got in trouble for it.
Did you pay it?
This is why you need a personal driver.
I'm saying that was nothing on the record of like your rental car history or anything. I paid the ticket. Nothing ever came of it.
Doesn't bother me.
Okay, so we're all good.
I think Steve returned the car late, and that was probably more expensive, or like he didn't have a full tank of gas, and that was more expensive than your ticket probably. How much was the ticket?
I think it was maybe $130, but I paid it out of my pocket. Obviously, it was fine.
Gave
my mom my credit card, and she paid it quick.
Nice. All right. Next half of the rundown is brought to you by Trifecta. Trifecta makes meal prep not suck. All their meals are backed by nutrition science and taste great. You don't have to suffer to eat healthy. Trifecta is a convenient way to stick to your nutritional goals, and all of their meals follow scientific nutritional principles. Trifecta's food is fresh, never frozen, gluten-free, fully cooked, and uses organic produce and the highest possible quality meat. With Trifecta, you don't need to waste time cooking or cleaning. Just heat and get healthy. It's more than just food. It's a nutrition program. Trifecta has an app to help track your meals and fitness too. Shop meal plans and get 40%. Wow. 40% off. You don't see that every day. 40% off meal prep with code RUNDOWN. Go to trifectanutrition.com/rundown for this exclusive offer. Once again, go to trifectanutrition.com/rundown. Get 40% off meal prep with code RUNDOWN. I don't have to try that out. 40% off is no joke.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Glenn, you got a red light?
No, we're actually got to the place in the parking lot.
Okay. We'll speed along, so we don't want to keep you too long.
No, I'm fine.
Reviews.
Absolutely not.
Patrick Mahomes.
Tommy, take your time, Tommy.
Yeah, we will.
Absolutely not. I got nothing but time.
Well, I know you got to get to Billy Joel's house, so.
I'm not going to Billy Joel's house. I'm not a stalker.
You're going to Billy Joel's house, Glenn.
Earlier, we were in Oyster Bay. Which is where his bike shop is. And I thought he was outside the bike shop, and I just kept walking. I didn't even say anything.
That's crazy.
You saw Billy Joel today?
I think it very
There's
well
no
might
way
have
it
been
was
Billy Joel. He owns a bike shop, and he was standing outside it.
Oh, well, that.
It looked like him, but I don't think it was him. Either way, I saw him from a distance, and I did not go near him if it was him, because I was like, I'm respecting the king, even if it was him.
Imagine being a Billy Joel lookalike that just hangs around Billy Joel's bike
That's what I was telling the camera guy. I was like, imagine just being the guy who dresses exactly like Billy Joel and stands outside his motorcycle shop, hoping people ask for a picture.
Go stand outside the garden before and after his concerts. Okay, next up, we got Patrick Mahomes taking heat. People saying that he threw his teammates under the bus in a post-Super Bowl interview. Basically, he just said, receivers ran the wrong routes a couple times. Blockers did a good job sometimes, but they mostly let people through. They let people through as well. I don't have a problem with what he said. I mean, it is rare to not see a losing quarterback go up there and just be like, yeah, it's on me. It's on me. But at the same time, we're always asking athletes to be more honest, more open in interviews. And that's what he was. He wasn't like, I was amazing and everyone else sucked. He said, there were teammates that didn't play great. They didn't play great as a team. So I think trying to slander him for this is a little ridiculous.
It's tough because he did blatantly face so much pressure, so much. And even a few times he evaded the pressure and made a crazy throw. Like, what's the one thing that's going viral now where he was practically on the floor that I think Darrell Williams dropped the ball. So, I mean, yeah, he has a right to get angry, but he also kind of sucked as well. It's not like he even just tried to establish a pocket. He just fucking snapped the ball and ran back 20 yards instantly. But what are you going to do? When you're getting no pressure, when you're getting no protection, it's all hell. Football, it's all about the offensive line.
3 points. One, Glenny, you look absolutely ridiculous being sideways, and I can't get enough of it.
You told me to go sideways.
I hope you stay sideways for the final edit, and we'll leave that up to the editing genius of Michelangelo.
You
but
said
it is
go
so
sideways.
Is there a way to go sideways actually with your
like that?
Yeah.
Is this better or worse?
Actually, that is better because then I could just rotate it. That is better. Unless that looks ridiculous to you guys and is distracting.
I think it looks funny.
Okay.
No,
We good?
Michelangelo, don't rotate it.
I'll eat it.
I think it would be very.
I will
You
eat
guys
it.
mean.
Okay, my second point. It's astonishing how much Patrick Mahomes, especially in his sad voice, sounds like Ben Mintz.
Ole Miss 86-84 over Auburn in an overtime thriller. What a shot by Devontae Shuler. Huge shout out to Romello White. 30 points, 10 rebounds, multiple blocks, 14 of 18 from the field. Big road win for the Rebels.
He is Ben Mintz. I need him to give us a what's up, fellas.
What's up, fellas?
But my third point is right now we're about to see like really what Patrick Mahomes is what his personality really is, because until now he's been the golden boy and not a single thing has gone wrong in his entire career. He's overcome two dudes drafted ahead of him. He fucking he won an MVP, and then he won a Super Bowl, and then he just has lost for the first time. So him being surly a little bit, I kind of like that, because we're kind of seeing the some chinks in the armor, a little bit of the golden boy image falling away a little bit. But we're going to see a lot more of what his true personality is when he's not so easy to love and when he has a couple L's under his belt.
So, Ron, what do you think of the comparison? I blogged about it the other day. I think Patrick Mahomes is becoming Steph Curry, where they were like the lovable underdog at first, amazingly talented, like two things on the field we've never seen before, championship MVP. But then all of a sudden, like they have families that are super loud and involved. Like they're always showing at games, both wives, girlfriends, mouth off on Twitter a little bit. Obviously, Aisha with this game is rigged. Brittany Mahomes or whatever her name is was tweeting a bunch on Sunday. Like, I think it's going to start to turn a little bit where, I mean, for Curry, what really did him in more was getting Durant and then becoming like evil. But I think it's starting to turn a little bit where like the golden boy is going to maybe become a little bit of a villain. Not totally yet, but I think the makings of that comparison are on the way.
I think it's a great call. It's a great comparison. I do think that like Steph, one, he had that shitty contract early in his career, so it took him a little bit longer to get to where Mahomes had happened right away. But also Steph won so much more than Mahomes has. It's like we're pretty quick to crown people in the NFL. Like if a quarterback is good for one season, we act like they're like the second coming or whatever. And Mahomes has been incredible, but like he needs to win several more championships to be in the conversations that we're already putting him in.
I almost think winning a Super Bowl is harder than winning an NBA. Like I feel like one Super Bowl as for legacy purposes is almost the equivalent of like two NBA finals. Like there's a lot of NBA players with like 3, 4, 5, 6 appearance like Super Bowl, NBA Finals championships. But for like a quarterback, if you win 2, you're like, wow, that's like royalty.
Also, I'm no NBA aficionado, but I know Steph was very, very good a few years ago, and he's still good. But even when Steph won his MVPs and whatnot, how many MVPs did he win?
2.
Even when he won his MVPs, I mean, everybody kind of just know like Durant and LeBron are obviously the best players in the league.
No, I mean, one of his years.
Whereas I feel like it's very clear Mahomes is the best player in the league, bar none, no debate.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But if we're going by Tommy's 2 NBA or 2 NFL championships, 2 NBA to 1 NFL championships, that means that Tom Brady has fucking 14 NBA championships on that same scale.
I'm just saying right now, it seems like from what I've seen, Patrick Mahomes is very well on his way to becoming the best football player like ever.
But is he better than Tom Brady right now?
At the position, playing the position of quarterback, it's not even a remote debate.
Well, how are you going to, I mean, he's not going to catch Brady now in rings. Unlikely. I mean, if it was 6-2 after Sunday, yeah, he probably.
That's fair. Me and my friends were arguing that last week. It really didn't mean that. But I mean, I very much think it's extremely possible to get to 4 or 5.
I don't know. Let's get to 2 or 3 first. It's crazy how or Aaron Rodgers hasn't won a championship for like 10, 11 years. And we still talk about him as one of the great quarterbacks, but it's like winning championships is a different thing. Like for all we know, Mahomes could be on like a Rodgers trajectory.
Yeah, you're right. I personally just don't think he is. I'm a big Mahomes guy. I think he's the best quarterback probably that ever made, ever created, ever fucking played. So I was saying the other day, I'm not a futures guy. I will very much be betting the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl next year.
I think they're probably the overwhelming favorite.
And then I'm going to bet it. That's what I'm saying.
All right, moving on. We got Chaps through a must-watch tag on this video. Those are very sacred around here. I think this one is deserved.
If you think you can run from the cops, good luck getting past this mom.
A mom just with a unbelievable form tackle of a peeping Tom. Some creep was looking in her 15-year-old daughter's window at like 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning. The police got there. The police couldn't get him, and the mom was coming back from shopping. Just took him down with a beautiful tackle you would learn at like the NFL Combine, and it was captured on the police cam, the dashboard cam. I mean, talk about being a hero. Boys?
Yeah. Did you say anything, Adam?
Glenn, it's your turn.
No, it's your turn.
Okay, here I would never stick up for peeping Toms, but I walked past the dude's apartment yesterday in Brooklyn on the way to get a COVID test, negative by the way. But I saw in his apartment these beautiful fucking shelves of books and paintings all over the place, and like he was doing a painting right then, this bright, beautiful painting. And I was like, dude, I want to take a picture of the inside of this guy's apartment. It looks so sweet. But then I was like, dude, I can't peep.
That's fine.
I can't peep Tom. I mean,
no, there's different levels of peeping. Looking at a 15-year-old girl getting changed is about as bad as it gets. Looking at a guy paint, he's painting in that window because he wants people to admire him.
Yeah, I was admiring him, but at the same time, you just can't peep. It will be uncouth at any time to take a picture. That mom is completely within her rights, and it's like when a baby saves their parents from like drowning in the ocean. This superhuman strength that you get in dire situations when protecting a loved one. That woman turned into fucking Terry Tate, into Lawrence Taylor. She fucking went top shelf and lit this guy up. All-time highlight.
It's also awesome where one of my biggest fears in life is that I'll be a hero one time like this, but it won't be on film. Like, and then you just got to tell everybody about it and nobody will really believe you. I lose sleep thinking about. I'd rather just never be a hero than be a hero and have to convince people I did it. What great angle just the perfect angle to have that police dashboard cam there. It's just an added bonus for the mom.
Honestly, it makes it seem like the mom set it up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
It seems like the
mom set it up.
Because the dash cam was so perfect. She might have been. Hang on, I got to turn off these headphones. Talk, Glenny.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Glenny,
no, say your point. Say your point.
Oh, no, I just thought it's awesome. I mean, what else is there to say? We're talking about peeping Toms. They're horrible humans. The mom making a tackle, like you said, she's fucking Lawrence Taylor. She's LT. Is absolutely fantastic. A good stance on fuck peeping Toms. Very good video. And that's about it. What else can you say?
No, that's what you could have said. We were just waiting.
What else can you say? Fuck them.
All right. I think we'll move into sort of the after show here. Fauci said open season on vaccines in April. That'll be pretty cool.
Well, actually, yeah. Speaking of that, yesterday they announced that the whole arenas are opening, and I don't know. How do you feel about that, Tommy? Do you care about going to like a Knicks game or something right now?
Knicks game, no, I don't really care about. I'd like to be able to go to Yankee games this year. I think they're going to be 5,000 fans maybe to start off. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll be safe about it.
No, of course, but that's what I was thinking yesterday. Obviously, I want to go to a Ranger game, but 1,800 people at a hockey game doesn't sound exciting to me. But like a baseball game, Mets or Yankee game, on like a Tuesday night, there's like 5,000 people there anyway. So I'm kind of excited to go to that.
Maybe the Met game, Yankee game will sell out because we're true.
Yeah, totally.
Met fans are all waiting online at Shake Shack for 3 innings.
I don't do that.
Dude, the limited capacity at stadiums is some of the best things that have ever happened to stadium experience. I went to 2 football games this fall at limited capacity, and it makes it so much more enjoyable. Being able to spread out, have your own conversations, have everything kind of to yourself. It's fucking. I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't change further than that. But
Corona lasts forever.
Yeah, I kind of want it to. It's fucking awesome. But Tommy, what did Fauci say?
He said that by April, it pretty much will be open season on vaccines.
What does that mean now?
What?
Anyone can get it?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I don't want to brag, but I could get it right now, I think.
Why?
Underlying conditions, bro. Obesity. Ever heard of it?
Damn you, Glenny.
They did. I pretty much can get it if I want to. I'm not going to get it because I had coronavirus recently, but I can get it.
I heard smoking is an underlying condition.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Like the marijuana?
I don't know. You would
Well,
hope
that's illegal.
Who knows? Not for long, Tommy. Not in Oregon.
But yeah, I'm a little confused because last night I saw ABC News tweet or NBC News that if you get the vaccine, then if you get the vaccine and you're exposed to somebody with coronavirus, you don't have to quarantine. But then I was also reading, I think they were saying if I have the vaccine, I still have to take a negative PCR test before going to a game. So that kind of confuses me a little bit.
Yeah, I saw something that was like, if you have the vaccine, you could still spread it, even if you can't.
But then if I'm exposed to somebody, why don't I have to quarantine then? It makes no sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Wait, are you gonna have to show a negative test to get into a game?
They said to get into the arenas, you have to do a negative PCR 72 hours before entry.
They should just have a rapid test at the door.
Just
yeah, I assumed it would be like once you get your vaccine, you keep that vaccine card in your wallet, and that's like almost like if you go to a bar, you show your vaccine card and your ID. That's what I thought was gonna happen.
Yeah, that or Glenny, like you are like an elite right now, having the antibodies. Like you should be walking around with like a marker on your chest. Like
my mom says we should get like a pin. Just put a nice pin on.
Because like if you if you whatever you want to walk down without your mask or whatever, you don't want anyone to give you shit. Just be like, yeah, bitch, I got the antibodies.
That's what the card is for. I think, like in fucking Pineapple Express, don't. Like I just want to be able to show my card. Don't.
Is this an all Italian rundown or is this an all pre-World War II Germany rundown? You guys want people to have to carry around fucking cards and wear pins to fucking prove that they can walk
that's
around?
the opposite. They did that to single people out in a bad way, which is wrong. This isn't a good way. This is like Glenny's like, hey, look, everybody, I got the antibodies.
Yeah, if it means I can go to a bar, I'll show a fucking vaccine card. Trust me.
You got it, fellas.
After show, Survivor's back. It's about to start resuming filming soon. Huge day. Season 41 about to resume filming in Fiji. If anyone has any way to get me on season 43 or 44, please slide into my DMs.
Tommy, how does it work? How does Survivor work again? You have to be the biggest asshole and break as many rules as possible.
You have to play the best game and lie and be as manipulative as possible. Do whatever it takes to get to the end. Yeah.
Without last outplay.
I would outplay Outlast. And the dozen today inside Barstool, the matchup, the much hyped up matchup. Spoiler alert, I guess if you haven't seen it yet, but Nadu, O'Day, and Owen against Frank and the Frankettes, Nick and KB. I mean, KB and them just demolished them. 17-4 final.
It was 17-4 final. Holy
17-4.
Shit. Dude, I knew KB was a monster in geography. I'm only like a U.S. geography guy.
It was only geography questions. It was pretty much over by the time the geography started. But yeah, it was an ass kicking.
I didn't know he knew that world geography like that. That's fucking crazy.
He stays up studying for it though. It's like I lost respect for KB.
Banging out like the capital of like Tajikistan.
But he studies.
At least he knows it. It's good.
I will also say Tyler O'Day gave me, it was the most I've ever laughed at an answer in the history of the show. It was, what Rays pitcher pitched a no-hitter in 2010? Do you guys have any guesses off the top of your head?
I would Rays pitcher in 2010. For some reason, like Chris Archer's coming to mind, but I don't think he was in the league in 2010.
Scott Kazmir.
So the correct answer was Matt Garza. But Tyler O'Day said with such confidence, he goes, "Oh, I think I know this one." He guessed Tanyan Sturtz. Who
the fuck is that?
He was a Yankees middle reliever in the early 2000s. Hasn't started a game since like 2004. He was just a reliever. He was on the Rays for like 2 years in 2002. There's never been an answer on the dozen that was said with such confidence that was also so wrong. It was an incredible display, and it put them in a hole pretty early.
I just want to know how the O'Day, Roeder, Nadu team formed.
I think Nadu put it together. It was like the O's.
That's quite the trio.
The O's, big man on campus, O'Day, Owen.
Dave.
Yeah, Rico today. I told Rico, I was like, Rico, you gotta like celebrate today. Like you gotta promote. You gotta tell everyone to go watch The Dozen like harder than you've promoted anything ever in your life. He said it violates his contract, so he can't do that. But yeah, I mean they'll be back. I'm sure it's always tough your first time in The Dozen, so you can't be too hard on them. But still, great showing by KB and them. You guys got anything else?
We have less than a minute on this, don't we?
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm sort of starting to speed it along. I don't know what that means to Zoom on.
Oh, what is this, the half-hour Zoom capsule?
You guys want to just keep talking? Sometimes I'll do this on a Zoom with friends. We keep talking, and then whenever it ends, it ends.
That's what we're doing. That's what we're in the middle of right now.
Well, no, I mean, I was going to maybe wrap it up and be like, oh, see you guys on Tuesday, because I don't think we have a rundown Monday, but I won't even do that. Let's just keep talking, and whenever it ends, it'll be like, that's it. It's like falling asleep on anesthesia.
Didn't you have something else that you were about to talk about, Tommy? It was like fucking, you had another in-office drama thing that you were going to bring up.
PFT and Darren.
Oh, PFT and Darren Ravel is off, it seems like, on Twitter.
Yeah, Big Cat had a good point about that like we would just be giving him attention. But I want to see him get knocked out.
And $2 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see him knocked out, but... You know, maybe he needs to do it for a discount. He needs to get knocked out at a fucking premium.
At first, I was very down for it, and then once you think about it, it's like, oh, it's just giving him attention and $2 million. Like, it makes sense on our end to be like, no, you're not.
What if he did it bare knuckled and like he got completely like rearranged?
Still $2 million. It's a lot of.